Hey, this is Brickhead179, and this is our MiG-15 video. In this video, all we're going to do is talk about modifications and what we're doing to make this MiG better, followed up by a flight video of this new and improved MiG-15. This is a Hobby Lobby MiG-15. When they just came out with the F-86 Sabre is its sister plane, and what we've done, after you see how many crashes I've had, I've reconstructed the nose and fiberglassed it for extra support, installed landing gear, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Also, flaps, which aren't conventional on a MiG, I don't believe. I think they only have those spoilers in the back right there. But here's some flaps, just hooked up to a Y cable inside there, and new servo tray with a carbon fiber tube running from each side. And you can make this more invisible, you know, kind of put it on the 12 right there, and then just Dremel it off, sand it down smooth, fiberglass, and it'll be perfect. I chose not to fiberglass it and let it stick out because it wasn't that bad, and this plane isn't gonna win, you know, anything about super cosmetics, so that's fine. Oh yeah, and fiberglassed all the joints, just a little patch of fiberglass on each joint in the elevators and everything, just to hold up the airframe with this. This is our E-flite Delta V480 brushless fan, and ducted fan unit. There we go. That's going to be inside the airplane with a 60 amp E-flite speed control. Now these are unconventional, of course, you can tell, because the original is a 30 amp speed control with, gosh, I don't know, some fan, but warn you about this airplane. The fan itself is very weak. I've flown it, and the fan was pretty good. It was pretty strong. The throws, I didn't really like the throwing. That's what the landing gear are for. But on the last flight, just a couple days ago, I full throttled the EDF through the plane, and somehow every single blade just ripped off and exploded. The fan just exploded. Luckily, nothing ripped out of the plane, and nothing hit me or anyone else, but I lost a fan. And all I did was full throttle and was getting ready to throw it. I actually threw it when the fan exploded, and it tumbled down to the ground, broke its nose. So, installing a new, more powerful fan, hopefully with a 60 amp, I can really pull off some nice speed with this plane. That's the reason, fiberglassed joints and everything. So, let's talk about the landing gear. Landing gear are simple. Simple wires. I bent them in an L shape, a backwards L shape, dug them in, pushed them, and then fiberglassed over. Same with this one. The front nose is a little different. I removed this plastic thing and fiberglassed it to be a little more backwards because I was doing maintenance on the nose, but as it turned out, this strut goes straight through inside the plane out here, and here's its control horn. As you can see, the control horn is right there for it, and the battery's going to be moved up that way a little bit toward this corner, so then this control horn has a control wire running down to a servo that's going to be right here, and the servo is going to be maybe this servo or that one. I'm not sure yet, so it's whatever I pick. I'm going to use the stock battery though, but eventually, if I really want to, and if my time permits, I'm going to switch to this battery. This is in a wrapper because I wanted it to scrape against the ground. This is from the K-Jet, but this is the blue LiPo, the 2200 milliamp 30C. And that would really pack some power, or some more flight duration anyways. So let's talk about the flaps. The flaps are made with two servos. All I did was cut out the area that needed to be cut, broke these, not really broke them, but gently cut them, put two CA hinges in there, right there, one right here and one right here, glued them in, and these are from also the K-Jet. See that? And they were just the control horns. Cut this right here at an angle. As you can see, it's tilted a little bit. It's so when it tilts down, it doesn't press against anything. And also right here in this corner, sometimes it pressed down or up. When it went up, it pressed down. So I cut that off, but this one seems to be doing fine without it for some reason, so I left it there. But all of this needs, after you're done, if you really want to make it look good, just some red paint from some hobby store and some blue paint for the bottom, and just brush it on. It'll look just like new. You can get the MIG's colors from a MIG's like model. Figure out what the paint scheme and colors are, and then just buy those colors and work it. So this is the MIG 15, and this fan's going to be dropped in soon. Just working on installing the landing gear servo, and then I'll get back to you with the final product at the flight field and the flight video. Brickhead179 out.